Hello and welcome back to the Raw Feeding Journal. I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Robin. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that many pet owners overlook: how gut health is directly linked to your pet's behaviour.
This is such an interesting subject, Robin. Most of us think about training and socialisation when we talk about our dog's behaviour, but nutrition isn't something that immediately comes to mind. Is there really a connection between the gut and the brain?
Absolutely, Charlotte. The connection is called the gut-brain axis, and it's a two-way communication system between the gut and the brain. It's not just about digestion. This axis plays a critical role in regulating mood, stress response, and even trainability.
That's incredible. But how exactly does the gut influence the brain?
It all comes down to the gut microbiome, which is the collection of bacteria living in your pet's digestive system. These bacteria produce neurotransmitters like serotonin, which affects mood and behaviour. In fact, about 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut, not the brain.
So, if the gut bacteria are out of balance or there's inflammation, it can affect how a dog feels and behaves.
Exactly. When the gut microbiome becomes imbalanced, a condition called dysbiosis, it can lead to chronic inflammation. This inflammation affects how the brain processes neurotransmitters and even triggers the stress response. Dysbiosis has been linked to anxiety, aggression, and other behavioural issues in dogs.
That's so eye-opening. So if a pet is showing signs of stress or anxiety, gut health could be a factor.
Definitely. For example, a dog with gastrointestinal issues like IBS may not only have physical symptoms, but also behavioural changes due to serotonin imbalances. This shows how closely the gut and brain are connected.
What about probiotics? We hear a lot about them for gut health. Can they really influence behaviour?
Yes, probiotics can play a huge role. Probiotics like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium have been shown to reduce anxiety and lower cortisol levels in dogs. These beneficial bacteria produce calming neurotransmitters like GABA, which helps manage stress.
That's amazing. Are there natural sources of probiotics that pet owners can include in their dog's diet?
Absolutely. One great natural source is green tripe, which contains Lactobacillus acidophilus. It helps balance gut flora and supports digestion. Including probiotics in a pet's diet can help restore gut health and, in turn, improve behaviour.
Let's talk about diet in general. How does what a dog eats affect their behaviour?
Diet is crucial. Studies show that dogs fed highly processed dry food are more likely to exhibit negative behaviours. Switching to a natural, balanced diet, like raw food, can make a dramatic difference.
Why does processed food have such a negative effect?
Processed foods are often high in refined carbohydrates, which cause blood sugar spikes and crashes. This can lead to erratic energy levels and behaviour. In contrast, diets high in protein and healthy fats provide steady energy and promote satiety, keeping dogs calm and balanced.
And I imagine vitamins play a role too?
Yes, particularly B vitamins. For example, vitamin B6 helps convert tryptophan into serotonin, which regulates mood and sleep. Other B vitamins aid in nutrient absorption and brain function. A balanced diet rich in these nutrients supports a stable mind.
What about omega-3 fatty acids? I've heard they're important for cognitive health.
Omega-3s are essential. They include DHA, which supports brain development and cognitive function, and EPA, which is anti-inflammatory. Studies have shown that dogs with low DHA levels may be more prone to aggression. A proper omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, around 5:1, is crucial for reducing inflammation and promoting positive behaviours.
That's so interesting. But not all fats are created equal, right?
Correct. The best fats come from fresh, raw sources like oily fish. Processed fats in dry food are often oxidized due to high heat during production. Oxidized fats generate free radicals, which can lead to inflammation and even impact behavior.
That's such a good point. And what about ingredient quality overall?
The quality of the ingredients you feed is just as important. For example, low-quality bone meal from intensively farmed sources can stimulate inflammatory proteins, which are linked to anxiety and aggression. High-quality, nutrient-dense ingredients help maintain balance and prevent these issues.
Let's talk about enrichment. Does chewing play a role in behaviour too?
Absolutely. Chewing is a natural behaviour that provides mental enrichment. It stimulates the release of endorphins, including dopamine, which creates positive emotional states. Giving dogs appropriate chewing treats or raw bones can help reduce anxiety and promote relaxation.
So, Robin, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
The big takeaway is that good behaviour starts in the gut. By focusing on gut health and feeding a balanced, high-quality diet, you can address behavioural challenges and support your pet's overall well-being. Incorporating probiotics, omega-3s and fresh ingredients, along with enrichment activities like chewing, creates a foundation for a happy, well-behaved pet.
That's such valuable insight. Thanks for breaking it all down, Robin.
My pleasure, Charlotte. And remember, always consult with a vet or nutritionist when making significant changes to your dog's diet.
Thanks for joining us today on the Raw Feeding Journal. We'll see you next time.